Guinea coup leader Mamady Doumbouya has been elected president.
Proclame le candidat, Monsieur Mamady Doumbouya.
That's according to provisional results announced on Tuesday, which show him winning 86.72% of the December 28 vote, an absolute majority that avoids a runoff. The Supreme Court has 8 days to validate the results in the event of any challenge. Dumbuya's victory secures him a 7-year mandate and completes a return to civilian rule in the West African nation. However, the former Special Forces commander's whim was widely expected. As did President Alpha Condé and longtime opposition leader Salou Dalin Jallo are in exile.
Yes, here we are. The transitional president of Guinea Conakry, Mamady Doumbouya, has been declared the winner of the country's presidential election held on December 28th, 2025, this year, according to the provisional results released by electoral authorities. This election, many thought, will restore what we call democratic government. President Dumbuya came to power through military coup after Alpha Condé tried to change and maneuver constitution. So Dumbuya and his fellow decided to take power. One thing that I want to share with you, why Dumbuya looks favorite to the people of Guinea Conakry. First of all, we must understand that when he came to power, he did one thing that, of course, we see in Sahel, in Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso. He pushed development in Guinea Conakry, starting with the issue of iron ore. We know that Semondo iron ore project has started. We saw railway being constructed to connect the rich area of iron ore to the ports in Guinea Conakry. All in all is to make sure that the people of Guinea Conakry are enjoying the benefits of natural resources in that country. It didn't stop there. We saw constructions of several infrastructures in Guinea Conakry. So that's why I think the people of Guinea Conakry decided to choose or to elect Mamady Doumbouya. But the question still remains, is this democratic government, or to vote? Just voting is only democracy that we seek as Africans, or this is Western culture or Western ways of course, one thing that I love from these military leaders, they want to make those Western power enjoying, because Western power, they enjoy to see people casting votes. So, and that's why I think Dumbuya has decided to cast or to allow election to occur in the country, because the Western power want to see people aligning and voting. But is it true that voting is giving us right leaders? This voting are giving people opportunity to elect leaders who are good, because if we have witnessed in many African countries, these ballots are being used to bring even devils into presidential houses or into the state houses, because voting is just a system. But is it true a right system that Africa we want to get leaders or to get good leaders? No, I think. But because the world has now accepting that voting is the only way to get leaders, that's why you see sometimes even these military leaders, they decided to allow what the world wants to see. But all in all, because I'm saying this because if you can try to imagine, if you are Dumbuya, can you lose power? It's not possible, because this Dumbuya took power through military. So all those electoral processes and everything is being run by military leaders. So even election are being initiated by these leaders. So it is not difficult. It's not easy. It is difficult for any person to win the election. And that's how we have seen in many African countries, even those who are in power right now, political leaders, it is difficult for them to lose power because they control the systems. So it is very rare to see other person to come in and to be a leader. But all in all, I think the Western power right now, they're happy to see they saw election. But all in all, nothing has changed because it was Dumbuya who took power through military coup, and it's the same man who has won the election. So if we think maybe the ballot will change anything, no, it's the same person, it's the same people with the same minds. So ballots will not change anything. So, but all in all, the good news is that President Dumbuya has declared a winner of presidential election in Guinea, Conakry. Thank you.
Thank you, Africa, Mama Africa.